Hello mere pyare bachcho, welcome. I know. Exams are just around the corner and this chapter, Lifelines of National Economy, it can look a little big, right? But bilkul tension mat lo. Don't you worry one bit. You and me together, we're going to make this so simple, so easy, you'll remember every single thing. Pakka.
Just think about it for a second. You're hungry, you order your favorite pizza, and poof, in less than 30 minutes, it's at your doorstep. How does that even happen? Or you pick up your phone, tap a button, and you're instantly video chatting with your cousin who lives hundreds of kilometers away. Well, all of this magic is possible because of the very lifelines we're going to talk about today. They're all around us.
So come on, let's meet these lifelines. They are these incredible networks of transport, communication, and trade. Think of them like the veins and arteries in our body, you know? They carry everything that's important, keeping our country, our Bharat, connected, alive, and growing stronger every single day.
So what exactly are these national lifelines? It's actually very simple. For a country to grow, for it to develop, the stuff we make, the goods and the services, they have to move efficiently from one place to another. And for that to happen, you need a super team working together. Transport to physically move things, communication to coordinate it all, and trade to handle the buying and selling. Simple as that. Okay, let's dive into our first big lifeline, transport. And this chart here, it breaks it down so nicely for us. We've got three main areas. On the ground, we have land transport. That's our roads, railways, all that stuff. Then we have water transport, which is all about our rivers and big oceans. And of course, flying high, we have air transport. So let's explore each one, starting with what we see on the ground every day. Right, let's begin with the ones we know best, the ones we see all the time. These are truly the arteries of our nation. Land transport. And this includes our amazing network of roads, our huge railway system, and something really cool and modern called pipelines. Now listen very, very carefully. Beta, this is a classic exam question. Roadways versus railways. So what's so good about roads? Well, first, they're much cheaper to build. Second, you can build them way up in the mountains where trains can't go. Third, and this is a big one, they give you door-to-door service. And finally, they act as a feeder. They connect us to the bigger railway stations and airports. Railways, on the other hand, they are the absolute champions when it comes to carrying super heavy goods over really, really long distances. All right, another super important list for your exams, so make a mental note of this. Our Indian roads are sorted into 6 main types. At the very top, we have the huge golden quadrilateral superhighways connecting our megacities. Then come the national highways that link different states. Then you have state highways connecting important places within a state. Below that are district roads, then the rural roads that connect our villages, and finally, the very important border roads, which are crucial for our country's security. Let's zoom in on that first one. The golden quadrilateral. Just look at the map. It's exactly like a giant mala or a garland that connects our 4 huge metro cities, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. And what's the whole point? It's simple, to slash travel time and distance, making it much, much faster for people and goods to move all across India. You know, for over 150 years, our Indian Railways has been so much more than just a way to travel. It's been a force that brings our country together. It has connected people from different cultures, it has tied together the economy of our nation, and it really acts as this great integrating force. It's the backbone for long-distance travel, no doubt about it. Now for a mode of transport that's a bit of a hidden hero, pipelines. This is a newer way of doing things. Just imagine a gigantic straw running under the ground for thousands of kilometers, carrying crude oil, petrol, and natural gas. Now, yes, building them costs a lot of money in the beginning, but once they are set up, they are super cheap to run, and they get rid of all the delays and wastage that can happen with trucks or trains. Pretty smart, huh? Chalo, we've covered the land, so now let's look up and look out at the water. It's time to explore the lifelines that sail across our rivers and seas and the ones that soar right through our skies. Let's talk about water and air transport. So why are waterways such a smart choice? 3 super simple reasons to remember. First, they are the cheapest way to transport things, the absolute cheapest. Second, they are perfect for carrying really heavy and bulky stuff, like huge piles of coal or giant machines. And third, they use less fuel and are much friendlier to our environment. And just remember, India has 5 major national waterways. Wow, look at that number, 95%. what do you think this huge number means? Well, this is the percentage of India's foreign trade by volume that is handled by our seaports. That's right. Almost everything that our country buys from or sells to the world travels on a ship.
And this map shows us exactly where these amazing gateways are. On the west coast, you can see Mumbai, which is our biggest port, and also Deen Dayal Port in Gujarat. Then, over on the east coast, we have Visakhapatnam, which is super special because it's the deepest landlocked port, making it very safe. These ports, they are literally India's doorways to the rest of the world.
Okay, exam alert. Here comes another one of those questions that teachers just love to ask. So, why is air travel the most important, the most preferred way to get around in the northeastern parts of India, states like Assam or Arunachal Pradesh? Take a second and think about the geography of that area. And here's the answer, broken down into simple points for you. The Northeast is full of really difficult terrain. You've got massive rivers, countless hills and valleys, super dense forests, and to top it all off, frequent floods. Now, trying to build roads and railway tracks in a place like that is extremely difficult and expensive. But an airplane can just fly right over all of those problems. It makes it the easiest and sometimes the only way to connect those regions. Okay, so we figured out how to move goods from place to place. But what about moving information? And what about the actual business of buying and selling? Well, that's where communication and trade come in. And trust me, they are just as critical, just as important as lifelines for our economy.
We can break down communication into two very simple types. First, you have personal communication. This is one-to-one, like sending a letter or a parcel with India Post. And here's a fact to be proud of. India Post is the largest postal network in the entire world. Then you have mass communication, things like TV, radio, newspapers, and films. These send one message to crores of people all at once. And another fun fact, India is the largest producer of feature films in the world. How cool is that?
Now, let's quickly understand a very important idea in trade. It's called the balance of trade. And it sounds complicated, but it's not. It's just the difference between what our country sells to others, that's exports, and what it buys from others, that's imports. So if we export more than we import, we're earning more money, which is great. That's a favorable balance. But if we import more than we export, we're spending more money. That's an unfavorable balance. And that brings us to our final topic, a new and really exciting lifeline. Tourism. I love this one. You can think of it as a type of trade that you can actually see and feel and experience for yourself. It's all about people visiting our country and helping our economy grow.
And why is tourism such a big deal? Well, when tourists buy beautiful local handicrafts, it supports our talented artists. It also promotes national integration, bringing people from different parts of our own country together. It helps create international understanding. And look at all the different types we have. There's medical tourism, ecotourism, adventure tourism, business tourism. Each one is a unique trade that helps India shine.
This one sentence from your textbook just says it all perfectly. The real value of tourism isn't just about the money, it's about how it makes our nation stronger from the inside, by connecting all of us and celebrating our amazing, diverse culture.
So there you have it. These are the incredible lifelines that connect our great nation today. But now, I have a question for you. What new ideas, what new lifelines will you, the brilliant young minds of tomorrow, create to connect the India of the future? Think about it. All the very best for your exams, Bacho. Study well, stay calm, and I know you will do wonderfully. I have full faith in you. Go for it.